This is Focus on Your Health. It's brought to you by Kingman Regional Medical Center in historic Kingman, Arizona. I'm TG LaFredo, and this week I'm coming to you from the KRMC Public Relations office. My guest is my good pal, Scott Kern. He's the Director of Community Relations and Development. Hey, Scott, welcome back.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. It's great to be here.
It's been a while.
It has been. It's been on my calendar for a while. I know we tried to get back in touch in January.
Mm-hmm. And you said, I have nothing to say to you.
I have nothing to say to you right now.
Here we are. And I came in, found you sitting in a beanbag chair in your office.
It's not a bean. I was just fully reclined in my office chair. Don't call it a beanbag chair just yet. Budgets haven't gone through, but God willing, maybe I'll get that this year.
Well, we always like to get together, I guess about quarterly we get together.
Yeah, a couple times a year.
Talk about upcoming events at the hospital, and we make trouble, and we make prank phone calls.
Right. We have weather reports here every so often. It's that time of year. The animals are coming out here at the Wallapai Mountain campus. So,
Is Julia down the hall?
She is down the hall. She is down the hall. So maybe she can't give us another weather report.
Or we could just call her. She doesn't know we're doing this.
That's true. She doesn't.
All right. So we'll keep that in mind for the end of the show. First, let's do some actual business. Let's talk about some of the upcoming events for the spring of 2017 here at KRMC. Springtime always means, should we start with the race day?
I think we have to start with race day. It's tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's May 13th this year is our 14th annual Race for Hospice.
Right.
So we're pretty excited about that. That's our annual race that supports the Joan and Diana Hospice House. And the race starts at the Powerhouse in downtown Kingman, runs down Route 66, or runs up Route 66 in this case,
right,
up El Trovatore Hill. And at the 5K, you can turn around right past the top of the hill, or the 10K, you can go on right up to Copperidge Apartments on Wallapai Mountain Road, and then turn around and come back from there. So it's a fun day. It's a great day.
You also have the is it the 1 mile or the 1K for the kids?
We have a 1K run for the kids.
They just get to trot around downtown.
Yeah,
right?
We let them sprint in the road. We do have the road blocked off if anyone's freaking out over that. Everything's blocked off. We do have people at the intersections and whatever else. We also have a walk for anyone that wants to walk the 5K track too. So it's always a fun time. It's always a beautiful day. We tend to have good luck. It's on a Mother's Day weekend traditionally every year. So that's really the first really nice weekend of the season here in Kingman. Because if you're not from around here, it could be 85 degrees one day that time of year and then snowing the next.
Sure. Could happen.
And then back up to 90 the day after. So you never really know what's going to happen, but that's usually the weekend where it's just enough's enough and it's just nice weather.
By May, it's usually pretty warm for race day. It's usually pretty warm and pretty pleasant.
Yeah, and everything starts at 7 a.m. that day too. So it's nice, it's early, and it's done. So you have a full day ahead of you. There's a lot going on downtown that day. Just in the Kingman community itself, there's like an arts and craft fair. Relay for Life is happening later on that day. So
wow, really?
There's a lot that's happening on the 13th this year.
I didn't realize all that.
Neither did we.
Oh, was this a little scheduling?
It comes down to we always try to keep our events on the same weekends every year, and it seems like just everyone we picked the right weekends because everyone wants to be a part of the stuff we do. So we see it as a positive, as just giving the community more things to do.
Proceeds go to the Joan and Diana Hospice House, and what do they do? What is that?
It helps with the operations of the home, and it helps fund other projects and initiatives that the staff wants to do to make sure that everyone that uses the home, both family and patients, has the best experience possible. Because if you're getting to the hospice house for medical needs, it's generally the end of life needs that they take care of. Yeah. In some cases, there's respite, but it's mostly end of life needs, and it's a very sensitive time for people. So we try to provide the best care and comfort that we can for everyone involved. So these funds help to help get things for that and train our staff.
And every time I'm there, I'm impressed with the place, the people. The facility itself is beautiful. The location, the view of the mountains out there.
The cookies are amazing too.
The cookies are great.
It's a beautiful, very tranquil place.
Yeah.
And their garden in the back is second to none. It's really just a beautiful location, and we're very proud to be a part of it, and we're very proud to be the main sponsor of the Joan and Diana Hospice House.
So that is the Race for Hospice. It's Saturday, May 13th. Starts at 7 a.m. What do people have to do to register?
they can go to active.com. That's the easiest, quickest way. That's everything that you do on Active. It gets to us right away, and we can track it. You just put your information in. You tell us your T-shirt size, and we go from there.
You're checking your watch. Is everything okay?
It's one of those Apple Watches, so every little bit of details and dings that goes off on your phone across the way comes here. So
okay.
I asked a question to someone about 4 or 5 hours ago. They're finally getting back to me.
Okay.
Which is a huge pet peeve.
It wasn't like a pulse alert.
No, I'm still very much alive, I think.
Well, it is public radio. We should give out Ben's phone number for one reason or another.
Absolutely.
If you need more information, you can find it at active.com.
Absolutely. If you have questions, you can always call Ben McGlothlin. Ben is the public relations specialist here in the office. He does now what I used to do. I spent many years doing what Ben does now. So I understand that Ben needs to have the most popular phone number in the hospital.
Pays him well, right?
Exactly. I had it for a long time. Now I'm passing that privilege on to him. So that number, if you want to get a hold of Ben for any questions about any events we have coming up with Kingman Regional Medical Center, is Ben McGlothlin at 928-263-3873.
263-3873. And don't just call him because you have questions about the race. Just give him a call. Just say, like if there's something personal that you've been working through and you need a sounding board, just give him a call.
Absolutely. Ben is very good with the public. He is tremendous with trying to get out there and put his best foot forward with the community. So
he's here for you.
He's here for you. He's here to bounce any ideas off you might have for a fundraiser. If you think you might want him involved to help out, feel free to give him a call. 263-3873. I feel like that should be a jingle.
He's got the answers for you and me. Call 263-3873.
Just ask for Ben.
Ben.
Kids Day is a week later. That is Saturday, May 20th.
It's a nice transition.
What do we need to know about Kids Day?
You can call Ben McGlothlin on Kids Day for 928-263-3873.
You told me you weren't going to tap the
sorry,
table.
I just realized what I did.
I didn't mention it the first couple of times.
The earthquake you just heard on the radio was me tapping my barbarian fingers on the shaky table we're recording this at.
Yeah.
Kids Day is May 20th. This year we moved it earlier this year because it's traditionally been the first weekend of June past 5 years or so. And it just got to be another case where that weekend was so busy with so many other things, and the weather was just getting so hot, we just wanted to give everyone a break. So we moved it up to the weekend before Memorial Day. And it's going to be at the Wallapai Mountain campus this year, which is really cool. It's our first year up there.
Yeah.
We've moved all of our health fairs with the exception of the men's fair up there. So we're excited to have Kids Day up here this year. This is actually where our office is located. We still plan on having everything we've had before. We'll still have, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and fruit for the kids, and helicopters and fire trucks and the child safety identification programs.
Yeah, that's fun. And it's kind of cool because you don't have all the interstate, the traffic and everything down there. You come up here to the Wallapai campus.
Oh, yeah. It's so much nicer and quieter, more low-key up here. It might be a little bit different that day because this generally attracts about 800 to 1,000 people, which is really cool. But
really?
Yeah. But we have a lot more space here than we did across town, so this lends itself to be a lot better fit for it.
We should talk about the vendors and the sorts of exhibits that you have here for Kids Day. Mm-hmm. Unless you don't want to.
We've actually just started taking the reservations for them. I know we always have the police department brings their giant military AMRAP vehicle, which is cool for the kids to run through.
Just in case the kids act up.
It's with riot gear and all, so we have something to control ourselves, or at least defend ourselves with. The firefighters always bring the fire trucks. Unisource always has their trucks. Helicopters come from Guardian Air and Highway Patrol, and the Freemasons bring their child identification program where you can do all the stuff to make sure you have a kit for your child in case something happens to them, so you can identify them. It's probably a very vague explanation, as I heard myself say.
Something happens
to your
they
kids.
Eat one of those peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Exactly. The kid with a nut allergy eats a peanut butter sandwich by accident, and then, don't let that happen. There is no fee to sign up to be a vendor. We just ask that you don't sell anything while you're here. This is a strictly informational only event. and you do something that pertains to children's activities to keep children active
and safe
in the community and safe in the community.
And so if you want to get involved in that, how will you get in touch with KRMC Public Relations?
You want to call Ben McGlothlin.
He's got the answers for you and me. Call 263-3873.
Just ask for Ben.
Ben.
Should we talk about what we did for Ben's birthday?
We have a few minutes. Why not? We're ahead of schedule.
All right. So where to begin? Well, one day is that where it begins? I got an email from, no, you should take this. You should take this
What
story.
happened? It was about a month ago. He and I were driving to the main campus, and he was driving that day, and he and his wife had just got a new car, and he was showing me all the bells and whistles, and one of your ads for the hospital came on the air for
nice.
our cardiology program, and it was the most odd, bizarre thing I think I've ever heard anyone say, especially Ben being a man in his mid-30s. just said, man, I tell you what, that TG has the best voice. I would pay anything to have him read me a bedtime story. Which is just bizarre to hear.
Shucks, I don't know. It's about as high a compliment as you can get.
It's a great compliment on so many levels, but it's also just weird.
A little weird.
On some levels. So, I laughed to myself, and then I laughed out loud.
Then you thought, I have an idea here.
Exactly. And Ben's birthday was in a few weeks, so I emailed TG right there on my phone, and I said, hey, man, Ben heard your commercial, said you have a dreamy voice and would love it if you could read him a bedtime story.
Right.
Can we get a recording of this for his birthday in a few weeks? And I have all the credit in the world, man. You are such a cool sport about this. Like, you know what? I got a lot of stuff going on, but yeah, this is great.
Well, you can't turn down that sort of.
Yeah, no.
And anyway, you begin with flattery, right?
Exactly. You have to know how to get what you want. and you did, man. You came through with a story that you read your son. You put sound effects into it. You had a little intro. You had a little exit with it. It was really cool.
Well, I think we have a moment. Do you want to check it out?
Absolutely.
All right. So, I think you set it up well enough. Here it is. Just because you're 36 doesn't mean you're too old for a bedtime story. So get into your jammies, and I'll start a little music. Tonight I'll be reading you The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. It's one of my son's favorites, and I hope it's one of yours. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up, and pop! Out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry little caterpillar. He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges, but he was still hungry. On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. That night, he had a stomachache. The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf, and after that, he felt much better. Now he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. He built a small house called a cocoon around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a little hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out, and he was a beautiful butterfly. And usually at this point in the performance, I flap the book back and forth so it looks like the butterfly is flying away. You can just imagine that. And there you have it, Ben. Good night and happy birthday. I'll let myself out.
I gotta tell you, my favorite part, I think it's when you said you let yourself out. It was borderline cool, but creepy.
A little creepy,
Yes,
too.
Like,
Sure. So I take those requests, and if you want me to read a story to you or your children, all you have to do is call Ben.
928-263-3873.
All right, we'll be back in a second. This is Focus on Your Health. Support for the Arizona Community Radio Network is provided by Kingman Regional Medical Center. KRMC invites you to the 14th Annual Race for Hospice, Saturday, May 13th. You can run the 5K or 10K or walk the 5K. There's even a 1K junior run for kids 12 and under. Proceeds benefit the Joan and Diana Hospice Home. For more information or to register, visit active.com or call 263-3873. And welcome back to Focus on Your Health. I'm TG LaFredo, and this week I am at KRMC Public Relations visiting with my pal Scott Kern. He's the director of a bunch of stuff.
Community Relations and Development and stuff.
And stuff.
In fact, my next business card will have and stuff written after development.
It's a catch-all.
I think so.
We talked about some of the spring events coming up so far. You've got the Race for Hospice, which is Saturday, May 13th. You have the Kids Day, which is May 20th.
1 week later.
Yep. And then looking ahead, more toward the summertime, you have the Men's Health Expo.
We do on July 12th. That's going to be over at the Wellness Center, where we always have it.
Not at the Sportsman?
Not at the Sportsman's downtown. No, we'd like to move it down there, but it's just too cramped of a location, and the lighting is just poor.
Okay. You might have a good turnout, though.
We might, but I think the hospital officials might frown upon us having a health event at a bar, so we're not going to go that route just yet. It's if we have a hard time really finding the guys in the gym, then we'll try that route
When
next
we
year.
go by and see the people standing outside smoking, I'm like, there they are, the sportsmen. Right there.
Exactly. These guys are all very athletic people. All a very athletic kind right here.
Okay.
Especially Bob with his bass hat on and, his shorty shorts and his cowboy boots.
It's that kind of sport.
Yeah,
It's a different kind of sport.
So why you don't go into those bars when the sun's still up? That's a life lesson learned.
Yeah. Men's Health Expo. So speaking of bars, let's talk about the Men's Health Expo.
July 12th at the Wellness Center. Yeah, it's the only health fair we keep at the main campus, and we're keeping that one there because, and I'll be completely honest, I'm very much part of the problem. Men do not go to these things.
They don't show up, do they?
We do not show up unless we are drugged there or it's already where we're going to be. So we're putting it at the Wellness Center, so that's where we know the guys are.
Yeah, they're hanging out there.
So they have no reason not to go.
But are the guys who are at the Wellness Center, they're not really, they're already there, right?
They are, but they can still go through and get all the information.
Yeah, okay.
So it doesn't hurt that way for them. It's good for them.
And who do you usually have at the expo? What sorts of vendors and presentations?
We have a lot of our hospital departments that come through and show off our newest technologies or the newest programs we're trying to show to the public, whether it be physical therapy, our cardiovascular center, our cancer center. We have different organizations throughout the community, whether it be the CART program, which is the local city buses. Mm-hmm. The golf course will come out every so often and help us out with some stuff. So we try to have a different variety of things that would interest men in how to stay active and healthy, and in some cases safe.
Yeah,
because just people often assume just because you're a male, people will leave you alone or nothing bad will happen to you. But we still want to make sure there's safety programs out there for you because we are dumb too. We will do random things we're not supposed to.
So if you're interested in the Men's Health Expo...
Oh, yeah, that. Yeah. July 12th from 4:30 to 7.
Yes.
At the Del Webb Wellness Center over on Beverly Avenue.
For more information...
Ben McGlothlin.
He's got the answers for you and me. Call 263-3873.
Just ask for Ben.
Ben.
Very good. We're maybe jumping the gun on this a little bit, but you have some new docs coming in. You have some stuff coming up here at the hospital.
We do. We have about 16 new doctors scheduled to start in May through, not all in May, but May through the rest of the year.
Yeah. We have all different departments.
All different departments. There's a major need in family care and whatnot. So we're working on getting a lot of more doctors in our family practices and some of our other specialties. So it's going to be, like I said, they're not all going to come at one time, but from probably May through the end of the year, you're going to see a lot more doctors being advertised in the community because we have a lot coming in that we're very excited about.
That is exciting. And that will give me more people to talk to.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They don't know it yet, but they're going to love talking to you.
They will. Damn it.
And if they don't like it, we'll tell them they're going to like it, so they're going to like it.
We should mention also before we're getting here near the end, but before we go, we should mention the SSI clinic, the Spine and Sports Injury Clinic here.
Absolutely.
This is when did you guys launch that?
We launched that probably late in 2016.
Okay.
I want to say in the fall.
Right.
Last fall we launched it, and it's been a tremendous asset to our orthopedic program, to the community. They've really stepped up and given people a chance to see a chiropractor that wouldn't normally see it.
Right. So you have the idea behind the clinic is what? It is a sort of like a movement clinic, right? Spine and sports injuries.
It combines chiropractic care and eventually, hopefully, some massage therapy and other modern medicine practices with it, to where if you don't have to go see one of our orthopedic doctors because there's not a break, or maybe it's a bad sprain or something's out of alignment, you can come over here and they can see you. They work hand in hand with our orthopedic department, which is very cool.
Right.
It's very nice.
But the difference is, whereas a lot of clinics will take you, you'll be on the list waiting for a while. A lot of times with the SSI clinic, you can get right in, see somebody.
You can get them within a couple days generally. Right. So if you give them a call, it's until they fill up, then we have to go out and find more doctors, which is a good problem to have.
Sure, yeah.
If everyone's using it. So, it still is very early on in the growth phase with it, but we're very happy with what they're doing, and we're very excited to show it to the community here.
Cool. That's the KRMC Spine and Sports Injury Clinic, also known as the SSI Clinic.
The SSI. I always just whenever I hear SSI, I just think of Social Security or Sports Illustrated. So
same here.
Two very different things.
No one asked me, but that's what I think of too.
Yeah. But we're men, that's what we think about. So maybe that's a good thing. At least we identify it with something. That's a bit of a reach.
Yeah. Is that all you got?
That's all I got, man. There's a lot coming up, but not a lot going on right now in the near immediate future. It's a building phase for us. We're gonna have a lot coming on and a lot going on as the year goes on. We're just kind of building everything up right now, so it'll be a real exciting time for the community and for the hospital here over the next few months.
And that's all we have to talk about right now.
That's it. And if you have any questions or you just want to have a general conversation with somebody, you're going to call Ben McGlothlin.
Call the Ben McGlothlin helpline.
He's got the answers for you and me. Call 263-3873.
Just ask for Ben.
Ben.
He's going to kill me for that.
That's Scott Kern. He's the Director of Community Relations and Development at KRMC. Hey, Scott. Thanks, buddy.
Hey, man. Thanks for having me.
And that's the show. That is Focus on Your Health. I'm TG LaFredo. Special thanks to Jaelyn Denise, the wonderful singer-songwriter who performed the Ben McGlothlin Jingle. Thanks to my pals in the Mag 7, a little old surf band from Texas. You heard their bumper music here today. And thank you for listening. If you'd like to get in touch with me, you can send me an email at foyhradio@gmail.com. That's Focus on Your Health, foyhradio@gmail.com. We'll catch you next week. Now, would you gargle for me?
I don't think I can I? Hold on. This is weird.
Yep.
I'm not sure what that accomplished.
I might use it for something. We'll see.
I want royalties. I want royalties.